Hello students. In today's session, let us see if macroeconomics is a theoretical science or a policy science. A kind of controversy exists on the nature of macroeconomics. It is revealed that the subject has both theoretical and policy orientations. But how is the blend of the both? Let us understand from the following interpretation based on the session objectives. Objectives of the session are to probe on the title and understand the subject, to recognize the characteristics of macroeconomics, to establish is macroeconomics a challenging and fascinating branch of economic science, to find the main factors that have contributed to growth of macroeconomics, to know the significance of macroeconomics in real world environment, and to identify various factors of macro variables that influences business decisions. Each of the above objectives can be discussed one after the other. Macroeconomics do provide a great deal of understanding of and insight into the working of the economy and in identifying the factors and forces that cause adverse or desirable effects on the economy. A clear understanding of macroeconomic dynamics is a necessary condition for the formulation of appropriate macroeconomic policies to achieve predetermined goals. How is the subject characterized? The most important aspect of macroeconomic theories is that they provide framework and analytical tools to analyze the macroeconomic phenomena. Along with these, certain constructs, items and variables are involved in developing a theory. So, what constitutes the main body of theoretical macroeconomics? It is explanation of the determination of national income, aggregate level of consumption, saving and investment, employment and growth rate, behavior of the general price level, determination of product and money market equilibrium, exchange rate and balance of payments constitute these are the main body. As regards its policy orientation, macroeconomics provides a sound theoretical framework for investigating the causes and effects of economic problems like unemployment, inflation, recession and depression, stagflation, etc. Macroeconomics provides guidelines devising appropriate policy measures to solve the problem. The subject is very much about tying together facts and theories, which means that there are macroeconomic theories which can be tied together with facts to make macroeconomic studies. The subject analyzes the working and effectiveness of macroeconomic policies, especially the monetary and fiscal policies on the economy. The knowledge of working and efficacy of these policies are extremely useful in devising appropriate policy measures for controlling and regulating the economy to achieve the desired goals. To conclude, as the policy science provides an analytical framework and guidelines for devising appropriate policy measures for controlling or eliminating undesirable factors in the economy and to guide it on the path of stable growth. I hope you are all clear that macroeconomics is a blend of theory and policy frame. In continuation to the discussion, let us now move on to understand the significance of macroeconomics. Is macroeconomics a challenging and fascinating branch of economic science? Yes, it is. No area of economics is today more vital and controversial than macroeconomics. Current policy debate on fighting global economic recession of 2008-9 originated in US has been strongly proved by economists. The importance and interest in macroeconomics has increased tremendously over the past 4 decades for both practical and theoretical reasons. What factors could have contributed to the growth of importance of macroeconomics in recent past? So, what are economic issues? Macroeconomic issues like fast decline in growth rate, failing to control inflation need to be resolved effectively as they determine the economic fate of the country. Political, social and military fate of the nations depends greatly upon their economic success. Which are the pertinent economic problems? Problems like recession, depression, balance of deficits, mounting debt burden, stagflation, unemployment, persistent inflation, outflow of capital, so on and so forth. These problems continue to plague the whole world, both the developed and developing economies. It is therefore essential to understand the working of the economy and the mechanism of interaction between the factors and forces that determine the level of aggregate production, employment, savings and investment, growth rate, demand for and supply of money, international flow of goods and services. To understand issues better, major questions may be asked in the context of Indian economy. Why could Indian economy grow at only 3.4% per annum in real terms during the period from 1950 to 1975? In spite of the government's planned development efforts to achieve an annual growth rate at 5 to 6%. What factors increased the growth rate to around 5% during 1980s? And what factors have pushed the growth rate up to 8 to 9% in the first decade of 21st century? These are the basic queries that macroeconomics helps to find feasible solution. Due to expanding horizons of insatiable human desire to consume more and better goods and services, increasing economic interaction between the nations and globalization of economic activities, increasing international flow of capital, manpower and technology, growing interdependence of the world economies and growth of international economic unions and their effect on other nations. With changing world economic order, a clear understanding of the economic system is an indispensable condition. Macroeconomic framework need to study the entire system, identifying and measuring the forces that are both the cause and effect of the economic activities. Economic history often reveals that capitalists have often suffered from business cycles. Failure of market mechanism is to ensure efficient allocation of resources to achieve socially optimum production and distribution patterns of goods and services and to ensure stability in growth, employment, price levels and exchange rates. Intervention of government could control, regulate, prevent business cycle and control inflation. In recent times, however, understanding the macroeconomic structure of economy and the application of macroeconomic concepts and theories in managerial decisions have gained great importance, especially in the case of managerial decisions regarding future business plans. Future business plan include conceiving new business ventures, giving concrete shape, planning future business actions and their implementation. For example, establishing new plants of the company in different areas or regions of the country like Mahindra and Mahindra are planning to set up a new plant in Chennai. Similarly, Tata's diversified business from textiles to steel to truck to tea business to passenger cars. Ford entered small cars business for India. Business environment is assessed on the basis of factors such as current and future trend in GDP, trend in the aggregate demand for consumer and capital goods, trend in the rate of savings and investment, general price level and expected future trends, the level of employment and likely trend, international economic transactions, and finally government macroeconomic policies. Each of these factor variables can be discussed in subsequent sessions. Hope you have got a good insight on the topic. Is macroeconomics a theoretical science or a policy science? Until we meet again, bye.